1, 2. Here we go. Hello, everybody. This is Make Better. This is a morning if for this series because the other one is a little too far ahead, and I want to do the fight scene focusing on only that one. So it'll be a kind of a side story, but more of all the things I kind of forgot. Not really, but let's get into the story. Zuko and everybody else is training their quirks for the pro license exam. After a few weeks, well, it's not weeks, it's days. Ow. Zuko, he'd been training with, with many teachers, one at a time, to get them. Well, they know what's going on, but Zuko needs to get used to doing it to everybody else. And since he's by himself, he doesn't see the progress that's going on with everybody else in his classroom. He does get the chance to talk to them, but they're very tired after their practice. And one of these days, Zuko decided to go to the support class. Or basically the support class. And ask if he could change his outfit. As he walks over, Ida and Uraka came by, asking where he's going. When Zuko said he's going to change his outfit, Ida decides to go as well, since he needs to change some things, and Uraka went along. Now, currently, it's a busy time already. Sorry. Throat hurts. Mostly the reason why I can't talk in mornings. Okay, I think that's better. So when Zuko finally knocks on the door, he got the door exploded on him. And he gets that little scene of Mei Hasume laying right on top of Zuko. And when he looks up, he sees Ida, which Ida is being a good friend and kind of laughing, but also worried about Zuko. But when he looks over to Uraka, she pulled out her phone, took a picture, and she's showing the picture to Zuko, and Zuko asks, "Please don't. It's not my fault. Don't send it to Jiro." And she sent it to Jiro. Now Jiro, seeing the picture, a little pissed, because she was about to start her training. It's going a lot harder on her training because of a picture. Which that little scene happened. Zuko finished about his upgrades on his on his suit, actually. As he was leaving the room, Uraka and Ida are still talking about their costumes in there, seeing if they can improve anything. But when he was leaving and was going to get something else, like a snack, he sees Todoroki. Todoroki finally looks over to him and says, "Hey, after school, would you come with me?" Zuko says, "Sure, but where to?" And Todoroki said, "Well, I think I know the perfect song for this." As Todoroki gestures to his car. Zuko's very happy. He said, Zuko's happy to learn that he finally found a song. but he doesn't get why he had to go to some different area. Why not in the dorms? But Todoroki basically wants it somewhere, so he accepts the area. After the class, Zuko and Todoroki leaves at the same time, going through the dorms, going through the gate to the train station, all the way to a hospital. Zuko looks up at it and asks, why exactly are we here? Todoroki said, my mother is in one of these rooms. He's trying his best. Todoroki is trying his best to say it because he really does count Izuku as a friend. And because of him, he'd been going to his mother's many visits. About once a week until it was almost every day. So Todoroki is trying to say that his mother picked out a song for me, and Zuko said, okay, I think I can see you're trying your best. Okay, I'll go there. Can you just give me the song before I can practice? And Todoroki said, yeah, sure. He gives him the name of the song. Zuko gets it, put it on a loop on his phone, and they're entering through like normal. Well, for Todoroki. Zuko's just following, all the way till they go into the room. Todoroki knocks. He enters, and Zuko follows right behind him. Now Todoroki, he asks his mother how she's doing, if she had a good night's sleep, all the formal stuff out of the way. She looks at his friend, seeing him not really pay attention to anything, but Zuko looks up, waved hi, and then went right back in. He heard the song 5 times, getting a rhythm to this. He takes it off and said, Todoroki, I'm ready. Todoroki said, okay. He looks to his mother and asks her, what is your favorite song? She says it, and Zuko said, okay. Let me explain my quirk first. Ray doesn't understand why would he explain his quirk in a place like this, but Zuko just went on along and said it. His quirk has many abilities and so on. More details about his quirk. Ray is starting to understand why Todoroki was more questionable about her song choice. Ray didn't lie, but she didn't expect this at all. So she is curious on how she's going to get healed by Zuko. So Zuko starts singing, and I picked out the song for this.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. Did
I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
As this song was going on, Ray actually closed her eyes and really enjoyed the music. This boy is singing to her and listening to the song. She was healed with some bruises or cuts that she had made from the previous day. But Todoroki, he was affected the most. He remembers all the times that his brothers, his sisters, and his mother, all the good memories that came rushing by into him. After the song was finally over, Ray looks to the young boy and saying thank you. It was a beautiful song of a private concert, you may say. As she looks over to Todoroki and asks him if he liked the song, Todoroki smiled over at his mother and said, "Yes, I did." And Ray, of shock and surprise, sees Todoroki without the scar. She's kind of tearing up, starting to cry, and she tried to get out of her bed, but she can't. But Todoroki get a little nudge from Zuko, and they see a scene of Todoroki and Ray hugging and Ray kind of crying, which Todoroki also started to tears up. The Zuko took this note and started to leave. He said something, but they were more focused on each other. Zuko leaves, and they have a more of a family type conversations. When the rest of his family, rest of his siblings finally come by, they all come in the same way. They knock, look at their mother, say hi, see Todoroki looking at her and talking throughout this whole time. When they finally go to the other side of the bed and ask Todoroki about his day, they each and every one of them start tearing up. The girl, of course, tears up even more, almost crying. But they're all surprised to see Todoroki doesn't have a scar anymore. They ask what has happened, how are you wearing makeup? And Todoroki shows some eyes, rub it right against that area, and nothing is happening. So he finally come clean and tells that one of his friends can heal wounds like this. And they ask, "Is this like a very special friend of yours?" And Todoroki said, "No, he already has a girlfriend." Now Zuko is going back over to the dorms and just hanging out with Jiro in the picture, basically laying next to each other as they're listening to a new song that she found on YouTube. And I'm going to end it at this point. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.